Yo, what is going on? Good morning, this is Andrew, known as ZERODRAWDREW, Pip Catchers Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like this, subscribe to the channel. Keep us motivated to put this content out every single fucking day, baby. So let's get into it. It is Sunday, March 13th, 2022. We're here with a weekly analysis. Today is daylight saving, so put that on your calendar. You know, shit, I've been trading for fucking 4.5 years now, and honestly, it fucks me up every single time. So keep in mind that the clocks went forward today. So if you're normally trading at, say, 8 o'clock in the morning, that's technically 9 o'clock in the morning. So you want to get up an hour earlier tomorrow because of this whole daylight savings bullshit, right? So let's get into it. GBP USD, we're gonna go through all four of these pairs real quick. GBP USD, GBP JPY, EURUSD, and gold. Bear with me, my mouth is pretty messed up right now. I got all four of my fucking teeth pulled on Wednesday, so really, this is gonna be hard for me. So I'm sure you could tell. Don't fucking make fun of me. We're here give you guys value regardless. So GBP USD, right? I had to take off the last couple days because honestly I did not want to trade, because I was in so much fucking pain. I didn't want to fuck it up even worse. So I just took off from Thursday to Friday, but we're back. Let's get it. So GBP USD on the weekly chart, right? We sold off on the week. We've been talking about this the last couple weeks. GBP USD overall is bearish, and it looks like it wants to continue moving south, but I think we might want to retest that level first before we continue to move south, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because on the hourly chart it's reading some sort of price action, which makes me believe that we might want to push up to that right shoulder of that Gartley, right? So we GBP USD on the weekly chart, we're bearish. We sold off through that 1.31690 level, which I think we might want to retest that level, but it's not 100% certain because overall we are in a bearish move. So we do want to look for a reaction to levels listed and just kind of play it by day, right? On the daily chart, as you can see right here, we did find support at this level. We came back into that 670 level, and then we kind of rejected and moved down. So price action looks like it's set to continue moving down, but due to the fact that, it's a new week, I think that this might be a little bit manipulated. So we might come back into this value and start to push towards that buyer liquidity, which is at that right shoulder over there. So on the hourly chart, all seller liquidity is below this level. You might want to drop it down to a bigger time frame, like a 4 hour or 8 hour. Look for another level and look for bear traps over there to trade towards, to the retest of one of these levels listed. Overall, I do think price is going to move up to that 400 resistance where that Gartley high is, and into these trend lines over here. That's where all buyer liquidity is overall. This right shoulder, this 400 level, and this this trend line right here. So I'd wait for sellers to become exhausted to trade towards the buyer liquidity level over there listed, right? So if we do come into that level on the daily chart and close above that 800 level, I'd look for support to trade towards the retest, so on and so forth, right? If you're confused, feel free to shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZeroDrawDrew. I'll clarify anything for you. But right now, we're here to talk about what I see, right? GBPJPY. We also did sell off, but as you can see, we did find support. We're retesting that trend line listed, right? On the daily chart, as you can see, we had this rejection to this neckline over here, but then on Friday, we took out that rejection. So right now, we are reading bullish momentum, but one thing I do notice about this is we didn't fully take out that 830 level, so it is kind of indecisive overall. But I do think price wants to push to that trend line right there, because that trend line is where all buyer liquidity is, and that 153,300 level. So I do think price wants to push up to that level right on the hourly chart. So we just need to wait for support, right? So looking at the hourly chart, we're looking at these levels listed. Obviously, we're looking at that level right there, that 152,650 support. On the 15-minute chart, you probably want to look for it on a 15-minute chart. This is where all bearish liquidity is overall. So I'd look for bear traps at this level, or look for bear traps at this level for the buy opportunity up to that hourly trend line right there, right? So GBPJPY indecisive on the week. On the daily chart, you know, we took out this rejection but didn't fully close above that level, so it is kind of indecisive overall. We might pull back earlier in the week, you know, to push towards that buyer liquidity. Like I said, we did take out that rejection, so I do think we want to move towards that trend line. So I'd wait for support on the hourly or 15-minute chart at one of these levels listed. Overall, I do think all bearish liquidity is here into this level, so I'd wait for price to drop down, come back in, and then look to trade towards that hourly trend line, right? So that is GBPJPY. As you can see right there, it's kind of forming like a neckline. You could look for potential bear traps over there, or react to one of these levels listed and just kind of play it by day. If you guys are confused, feel free to shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW. Like I said, you're not alone on these. It could be kind of hard, you know, to catch these moves. I'm just basically giving you guys ideas. So, you know, I just want to help you guys. This is a tool. Remember that this is a tool. This isn't signals. This isn't me giving you the entry, stop loss, take profit, whatever. This is just me giving you guys a tool with all the levels that the market will react to. The market will react to these levels, trust me. So you just need to be patient, react to one of the levels, and just kind of play it by day. Look at the overall trend. Just kind of play with the overall trend and then react to the short-term trends. So I know we went off a little bit. Now let's get back into it. So EURUSD, we talked about this last week. I talked about this level over here. I said that we might drop into that 760 support, and we did. We came back into the value, and then we pushed towards the retest of that level, as explained before. But then later in the week, we got this strong rejection. So right now it looks like it's moving to the downside. Overall on EURUSD with the weekly chart, it does look indecisive. So there is a possibility that we do drop in the beginning of the week and trap bears at that level one more time, and then kind of push up and then react to one of the levels listed, because like I said, this is indecisive. There's no guaranteed moves with this, but overall, you know, this thing does look bearish since we did take out this wick. We rejected that wick. So overall, it does look like it's down, but we can find support and then even move up and then kind of trade towards one of the levels listed. So I know this shit sounds a little bit confusing, especially for the people that are new, but if you've been doing this for over a year, you kind of understand what I'm saying, right? So EURUSD, we rejected it on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, you know, we came back up, we retested that level, and we came back down. We're coming back down to that 750 support level, which is over here. So I do think that we might come back down and find support at that 750 support level. So if you need to trade EURUSD, I'd wait for price to drop down, maybe trap bears below that level to trade towards one of the levels listed. You know, like I said, with these indecisive trades, you don't really want to be greedy because, you know, the full move isn't fully confirmed. So if you could take 10-20 pips on a reaction to one of the levels, then it's all game for you, right? So that is EURUSD. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM. But we'll probably go over it one more time before I wrap this up, right? So gold, we've been talking about this too the past couple weeks. Gold has been breaking out. As you can see, we pushed back to those all-time highs at 2075 and kind of rejected right before it hit those highs. And usually that happens. Honestly, I see that shit happening all the time because retail traders trying to short that level. They got all the fucking limit orders right there, so then it'll drop right before. It won't let people get in, and then it'll just fucking swing through later. So what I see with gold overall, I just see strength. I do see more strength with gold. The reason why we're rejecting that double top is because retail traders see that as a double top, and obviously you're going to get a reaction, right? But I do see strength with gold overall, and I do think gold wants to push to new highs overall, given, the world, events that have been happening these past couple weeks, I do think that this thing is going to push to new highs overall. I don't know where it's going to go. It could go to 2,500. It could go to 3,000. I don't know where it's going to go, but I just know that gold, silver, and all these asset classes are probably going to push to new highs. Bitcoin and, all the altcoins and stuff like that. The reason why they haven't broke out to new highs is because that shit will be new currency. It will be fucking currency one day in the future. So I do believe that, the reason for these booms and busts are to keep people out of the fucking game. But there's no reason for, Bitcoin to be dropping. The only reason why it's dropping is because it's looking to find liquidity. And I think it can continue to drop a little bit more because there's just so much greed in the market and it's just trying to shake out as many people possible. But keep in mind that with gold, Bitcoin, all altcoins, right now, it might pull back, it might pull back. If you get in Bitcoin right now, it might pull back to, whatever. It might pull back to 20,000, might pull back to 17,000. Just know that right now at this price, if you're holding it 5-10 years out, you're in a good fucking price. So, if you could stick into the pullback, if you could deal with the bleeding, I would definitely start trying to accumulate a little bit of crypto or whatever. But like I said, guys, don't get fucking greedy with it because nothing's guaranteed in this fucking game. The government can continue to print money for the next 20 fucking 30 years if they want to. So everything I'm saying can be complete fucking bullshit. But at the same time, you want to protect yourself against the dollar just in case our currency becomes like the Russian ruble, right? They have fucking, it's worthless, right? Just like Venezuela, worthless. It's everything is going to tech. Everything went to tech. Think about it. Everything you look at today is technology. Why the fuck would money stick around, right? So what I do is with crypto, I know I'm going off track, but I just want to share this because people need to understand that if our dollar goes to shit, you guys are fucked if you don't have anything other than cash, right? I keep a percentage of my money in crypto, I keep a percentage of my money in silver, and I keep a percentage of my money in gold on purpose just in case the dollar ever went to shit. All my money is hedged. You know what I'm saying? So, like, think about it. If my dollar, for example, say if I had $1,000 to my name, right, and I put 5% of my money into cryptocurrency, right? And this isn't a real number. I'm just saying this so that you guys can understand it, right? Say if I had $1,000 and I put 5% of my money into, cryptocurrency, which would be $50, right? Now, what if my dollar goes to fucking zero, right? It goes to zero, so now my $1,000 is worth nothing, right? But then the $50 I put in is now worth $1,000, right? Because one went down, one went up, and that's why I'm saying it's important to protect yourself against the dollar crash. Don't go too crazy. Don't throw 100% of your money into crypto, gold, silver, whatever. But at the same time, you do want to protect yourself against anything that can happen, right? So let's get back into this because I want to end this fucking day. My mouth hurts. I don't like talking. It's Sunday. I'm getting better, but it's still fucking painful, as you can hear. I feel like it sounds like Kanye West spitting the song Through the Wire. So, man, that song. The song, and what's going on with my life right now is kind of fucking facts, bro. We fucking going through shit, but we're gonna wake up tomorrow still killing the fucking game, baby. Let's get it. So let's go. Gold. Like I said, I do see strength on gold overall. Overall, the only reason why we rejected is because we're rejecting that double top high on the daily chart. As you can see, we're just rejecting that double top high. We did come back to that 1974 support level. Where all seller liquidity is. So all seller liquidity is below that 1974 support level. So we can see potential bear traps to that level to trade towards, maybe that 2015 resistance level. But you just want to react to the levels and kind of play it by day. Like I said, overall, I do think gold wants to push to new highs, but that rejection might show some pullback before that happens. So if price does come back into this value, say we get a rejection there and that rejection's filled and we come back into that 1975 value, I think that thing would be set to move to new highs. would be a good opportunity to trade and kind of play it by day. So what I see on the hourly chart is we got this crown-like pattern over here. As you can see, we did have this bull trap to this right shoulder, which sent this shit to the ground over here. One thing I do notice is we do have this crown-like pattern. All seller liquidity is below this and this trend line right here. If price dropped below there, we could look for bear traps for the buy opportunity up to one of the trend lines listed or one of the levels listed, right? On the 15-minute chart, one thing I do notice is all buyer liquidity is above here, you know, that 2002 right shoulder and this trend line right here. So, and also this 2021 resistance level, that's where all bullish liquidity is also. So if price does move up higher and then we come back into this trend line, I'd look for short opportunities to one of the levels listed. Like I said, you know, we're at an indecisive level, you just want to play it by day. Or if price, you know, drops below that 1974 or overall, you know, this trend line and this 1960, I'd look for bear traps for one of those levels that look for the buy opportunity back up. If you guys are interested in learning how to trade those bull traps and bear traps, I will probably be dropping a free webinar because I don't want to make you guys have to buy my fucking course to figure out how to trade these traps. So I might just start, you know, posting a couple free videos here and there on YouTube just to help you guys out, post a couple webinars here and there. But like I said, if you guys really want to know how to capitalize on these trades, see exactly how I see, you know, mark up, exactly how I mark up, everything is in the course. I'm going to leave it in the description below. Other than that, I'm done with this fucking weekly analysis. Daylight savings, it's 9:01 right now, but technically it's 8:01. We're getting used to it early. But we're gonna get our day fucking started, guys. Make sure you like this, subscribe to the channel, keep us motivated to keep dropping this content out every day. If you make fun of me, I don't give a fuck. Make fun of me in the comments, I don't care, because you guys are fucking bitches. Just kidding, I fucking love you all. Make sure you like this, subscribe, and we'll see you guys when I see ya. Peace.